Now to the Courtney Clenney case, which is out of Miami. There's new video of an alleged attack on victim Christian Obumseli. The video was shot in Aspen, Colorado in 2022 and was released by the Haggard law firm, which represents the Ombumseli family. Now, this attack happened just before Ombumseli was stabbed to death on April 3rd, 2022. And we want to warn you, it can be a bit difficult to watch.
Anyway, I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then why am I not sober? Because of you. You're hindering my progress.
You need to sit down. You need to sit
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Come on.
Let go of me.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Let go of me. I can't even, I'll start to hit you later. Get the off me.
You don't want to hit me?
Christian, he saw me, and I know he's looking. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with that you treat me.
Courtney,
Yes, I'm not mad at you.
You let Malone say some line that affected you.
I didn't let her say anything.
I didn't say
you did.
Hey, let's go to Malone right now. Let's pull up her.
No, I'm just gonna hear the scene.
No, she's in the group chat. Let's put her on the phone right now.
I dare you.
Yeah, you dare me? Keep saying
you
it.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then. Then stop saying it then.
I'll actually
Come on.
Let me get my
Ask her. Ask her, did I touch her breast
yesterday?
yesterday?
How instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I...
You did. I didn't say touch it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as I actually don't agree with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Done. Because you're costing me money. I didn't do He's got to this house because of you.
You let Malone say some line that...
No, because of you. Flirting with 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe
you and you?
Matter.
You and you?
Milan.
Milan? I was flirting with Milan?
And she's saying, hey, come get your mans. He's trying to come home with me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying. She said, come get your mans that I was trying to hit on Milan. Come on, baby.
Okay.
That doesn't even sound right.
Christian, you're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up.
You will never see me again. You are the most
good bitch. Shut
ever met in my life.
You will.
You Courtney.
Dude, get the out of here. This isn't even my house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. You're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your boyfriend?
I can actually get done if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Get out of here. No, that's not even the next time. Get the
Stop touching
Get out.
me. Don't touch me again.
Good thing, get out, bitch. Get out.
Bitch.
You never loved me. The way you talk, the way that you treated the girls, the way you embarrassed me. I don't want anything to do with you.
I embarrassed you yesterday. You're really just self-conscious. You always talk about, oh, Christian, you like this. I say, what did I tell you before? You're the baddest person in this bitch. No one has anything on you. I tell you this every day. I have text messages that you say, Christian, thank you for the content.
Shut up, man. You don't do it the next day.
Why are you screaming? There's people in this house.
Get out, for real.
Yeah.
I never want to see you again.
Cool.
So difficult to watch those young people struggle. Clenney is being held without bond on a second-degree murder charge. The OnlyFans model's attorney says Ombumseli was stabbed in self-defense because Clenney was a victim of domestic violence. Prosecutors claim Clenney was the abuser. The pair had a long history of domestic abuse. Clenney will be back in court tomorrow for a status hearing. Clenney's defense team issued this statement about this new video. Now remember, this was released by the attorneys for the Ombumseli family. This video is an example of the toxic relationship between Ombumseli and Courtney Clenney. Evidence exists that Ombumseli physically abused Courtney on prior occasions, and on April 3rd, 2022, Courtney was forced to defend herself from Ombumseli's physical attack. All right, the defense there trying to turn it around. Here to discuss our 2 criminal defense attorneys, Marie Peretta and Marcia Minot. Marcia, I'm going to start with you, and I just want to get your reaction to that video. Again, I just find it so hard to watch. I mean, you see 2 young people, particularly Courtney seems to have some self-esteem issues. The sort of same issues seem to be coming up in many of the videos and tapes that we've seen of them. Your thoughts?
I think this is a toxic relationship where it's disheartening to watch because it seems as if no one around this couple did anything to intervene to try to get some help because it is a train wreck that is waiting to happen. It sounds as if there are other individuals that were in the room or in the facility where they were having this argument. And it sounds as if there's a self-esteem issue going on with her. She is physically assaulting him, and you can see that. I think there are times where he was trying to hold her to control her or to get her to calm down. But it sounds as if he was defending even the allegations to not be true. But for other individuals, even the foot or the person who I saw in some of this video footage to not have done anything, to not have seen this escalating to a place where somebody was going to get hurt, whether him or her, it's disheartening.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, I can tell you this, Marie, Christian Obumseli seems to show restraint on a number of the videos that we've seen. Now, this was released with a statement by the family attorney as well, saying basically that the videos, it's a clear example of how the myths around men as victims of domestic violence can be dangerous. Security knew of the violence and did nothing. They could have prevented the stabbing. This was the stabbing that resulted in his death. Again, this video from Aspen, Colorado, shortly before that incident. What do you make of it? And I'm talking specifically about as evidence. A, can it come in or will it come in this case? Again, the prosecution trying to show there was this pattern. Will it come in and what does it really show?
It shows, like Marsha says, toxicity, and it's painful to watch. And yes, it may come in if her defense is self-defense and if she's saying she was afraid of him. So these videos are clearly going to show how afraid of him were you when you were willingly attacking him and he really wasn't doing anything but holding you back when clearly the size difference is evident and he could have hurt you. That is what's happening here. But I think with her, it's jealousy and control, and domestic violence goes both ways. A little tiny girl could murder a big grown man, as evident here. But I want to say his attorneys need to stop leaking these tapes. Let the DA do their job, because putting out these tapes against her is not helping the situation. It's going to taint a jury pool. It's going to give defense an argument that she can't get a fair trial. They need to just stop doing this right now. Stop leaking these tapes. Let the system do its job.
That's an interesting point, Marsha. I want you to comment on that as well. They're obviously trying to get ahead of this thing, put out information. They're also suing the building where the actual death and the stabbing happened. And you can tell by their statement, they're sort of setting that up, that folks were aware of it and didn't do anything. Security there knew of it, again, because of this issue with male domestic violence and being victims of domestic violence. But your thoughts on why they would release this tape, and is it problematic for them?
I think the reason that they're releasing this tape is because we have a racial component, which is the pink elephant in the room. You have a young white female who killed a young black male. And when you say the word self-defense, the first thing that comes into mind is the woman is defending herself because she is the weaker sex. So I can see the motivation of the family to say, you are tainting this jury pool by calling her a victim, by saying she was defending herself, and by defense counsel constantly alleging that he's been a domestic abuser. So it's a battle of the public opinion, and that's why I think the motive behind them releasing these videos is what's happening.
Yeah, and basically her story that she told police, Ombumseli grabbed her by the throat, threw her to the ground. She got away, somehow grabbed a knife, threw that knife at him, and that's how he ended up with the knife inside. Doesn't match up with the forensics, so there's problems there as well. This one is going to be interesting. All right, ladies, stand by. Folks, coming up tomorrow morning on Opening Statements with Julie Grant, one of Clenney's defense attorneys will be on the show to discuss the case and this new video. That's going to happen right here on Court TV starting at about 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, so please tune in for that.